is.
Hi there.
It's okay.
Why, hello there. How's
Hello.
everyone doing on this fine evening?
Apparently, we're obsessing about Putana.
Yeah.
He is a wonderful man. It's really bad at video games.
Glorious.
Got him!
I mean,
So,
start off blaming everybody.
Me? I don't blame anyone. I'm
I
like the
hear he's
nicest person.
terrible. I hear he's terrible at Monster Hunter.
He's very bad at Smash.
Yeah.
So if you ever play him in Super Smash Bros, like... Oh, also he says melee instead of melee.
He does say melee, actually. That's not even us blaming him. He does genuinely.
That
say
is
that.
a fact. So, we are here. We're Black and Yellow Taco Gamers, or BAYOG for short. And we're here to talk about anime, video games, all that good shit. But this week we're going to be talking about the 2018 winter anime season. Mid-season. We're very late. Lol. We're like 3 weeks late. Or 4?
Yeah. No, we're 3 weeks late.
Like
on
3
4.
weeks late.
Everything's on
Holy.
9 and 10, yeah.
This is not at all my fault.
Yeah, everything just kept.
Yeah, the wind.
Nick,
You blame me for the storm?
yeah.
Yeah, dude. And then we had a storm again yesterday.
Jesus.
Yeah, and it was like way
Yeah.
worse than the last one.
Yeah, and the storm we skipped was not bad at all.
So, yeah, we're here to talk about all that good shit. I am Blacktron, aka Blaze of Kenny, black in the yellow, and cool as fuck. And then next to me is Loheezy, my kneesy. That's all I got.
Alright.
One below me is Commander Cluck Cluck, Marky Mark for short. He's not touching my nipples today. Haha. Oh,
Just
wait.
picking
No!
his nose.
No! And then next to him is Rokutsu. Nickelodeon for short. And that's actually
all, like,
a lot
7
longer,
syllables.
which is kind of funny, but whatever. Yeah. So, question here before we start talking about anime is, what's going on with Netflix? Does anyone know at all what's going on this season with Netflix?
Them getting like a crap ton of like either originals or like exclusives.
Yes. Yeah.
Netflix is a glorious thing right now. I'm not gonna lie.
Well, so I actually just watched Be the Beginning recently. I watched the first episode. What was that? Like, it was just... I thought it was just like the simple, basic murder mystery suspense story. And that's what I walked into. That's what I wanted. And I came out with this supernatural bullshit, and I was like, what? But they sucked me in. I'm going to watch the rest of it. Like, there's not much I could do about it. But I just thought it was funny that they just magically decided, hey, we're going to just, for the fuck of it, release this anime that no one even knew about or heard about while everyone's waiting for Violet Evergarden.
Which is coming out in April, by the way.
April?
Is it?
Damn.
Ooh, that's a big hiatus.
Not really.
It's almost done.
Oh, no,
before it
no.
finishes.
Yeah, so here's the funny thing, in addition to that. I forgot, because someone said it's like, my boss was going to be back in April, like in office in April. And I was like, fuck, that's like, what are we going to do? That's a long time for him to be gone. And then someone's like, no, that's like 3 weeks. And I'm like, oh yeah. All right. This is the funniest thing. Like, time is done as a fun.
You're funny. Time is
Don't-
funny.
Don't you fucking patronize me.
You funny guy. So I started looking at the list of anime, and I wanted to see like where everything was scoring at least. And I was wondering what would be in the top 3. And there are 2 I just didn't expect to hear, but at the same time I'm not surprised. But one being in here is obvious, and that's Violet Evergarden. Violet Evergarden with an 8.41. That's kind of high.
Wow, that's good.
Yeah. So, I don't know. Just thought that was interesting when I first read that. But the other 2 were Gintama. That's number 1 with a 9.03. Not surprised. And then the other one is Psyche something. It's a sequel, 8.60. So, yeah. Sequels get the higher rating, except Cardcaptor Sakura and Seven Deadly Sins. They're still in the top 5, though.
That's respectable.
Yeah, respectable. Or shit. No, I'm just kidding.
Jesus.
Respectable. I'm not a flamer, all right?
Yeah.
I've changed my ways. I am a positive guy now.
I would normally call bullshit on that, but for today's podcast during our prep, the first pun was not thrown by Kenny. I'll give him that one.
Yeah, dude.
That shame and dishonor goes to Mark.
I am not the Punisher today.
Okay, I'm angry now. Let's continue on.
I know that we all have like a range of different anime we're watching, or some people like me dropped a shit ton because that's what I do.
Kind of. Not really.
So when you say not really, is it like it's on hold for now, or?
No, it's kind of weird. I dropped it at episode 2 because I just didn't like it that much. But then I randomly click on. Yeah.
Yeah.
I randomly click on a Reddit thread on a discussion for like episode 9, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Like that was last week.
Yeah.
And then people were saying like it's gotten surprisingly better, and it's apparently 2-core. So I decided to try to catch up on it, but it's on hold again because I just don't feel like going on. I made it to 7. So I dropped it at 2. I watched 5 more episodes.
It's not easy to.
It's
keep
weird to keep up with this one because it's kind of. It's not
Weird
something
as
I would
shit.
watch. It's definitely not something I would watch, but I've been watching it.
So I watched that first 2 episodes. I read more into it because I'm like, I don't want to. Like, I'm trying to catch up on all this stuff. I don't want to watch it without knowing a bit more. I might have read a little too much, but it sounds, from what I've read, that it is borderline a me show. Like it sounds like it, but then I'm like, I feel you guys would also enjoy it. But Mark apparently does like it, so
Like,
it's not
I could sit
Hajime no
down and
Gal.
just watch it. Like,
Yeah,
I
it's
could
not
sit
Hajime
down
no
and watch
Gal.
and enjoy it, but like, it's not the top tier show that I enjoy.
Yeah.
It's also not the bottom tier show that I would just drop on episode 3.
Yeah.
It's in that weird little middle ground that you just don't know how to explain it, but it's there.
So,
Definitely.
there's a few shows that I put on hold, and I don't do that. Like, I feel like if I can't get through it, I don't like it at this point. Unless it's like a one-off where it's like, oh yeah, it's decent, I see potential, but I ain't got time for this shit. But like a good example here is Miss Koizumi Loves Ramen. That one is like just not for me.
I dropped it.
I didn't put it on hold. I dropped the shit out of it.
I dropped
Mark,
it.
you dropped it?
after
Really?
episode 1.
Lauren loves it. She thinks it's like the best show of the season.
Yeah, but she's also a Sakura fan, so
Oh, and she also
she will
doesn't
say,
think
I feel bad.
she doesn't think that A Place Further Than the Universe is good.
I'm still catching up on that.
I've heard
triggers
people
me.
are meh about that.
That
as well.
triggers
I've
me.
heard
It's
it's
like
the
one of the
least,
best shows. Oh,
Do you
so-
really like it? Is it really that good?
it's so good.
I know Karandi wrote about it and said it was good. So
It's not as much as a Nick show as other things, but it's just so absolutely beautiful.
And the voice acting is like spot on, perfect.
Yeah,
So
they got some good voice actresses too.
does it beat Pop Team Epic?
moving on.
Also, all right. I'll interject on that one because it's one of the few shows I am caught up on. Pop Team Epic. So it's insanity.
Good talk.
There's lots of. It's something we should watch together. I watched it with my brothers the other day. Yeah, Mark, perfect. I watched it with my brothers the other day, and they were just like laughing their asses off, and it was great. Like, it was a great thing to literally sit on a couch with someone and just laugh and watch because it's so random as shit. Off of the intro part, like we were watching, and my brother was like wanting to screw my my little sister's mind. So it's like, oh, here, come watch this. And it's the intro bit where it's like, oh yeah, look, it's a high school thing, and she's got like the Loha's face right there, where it's like just very serious, very focused. And then all of a sudden, like that shit like popped up, and she's just like, what the fuck are you idiots watching? And she just walks away like disgusted with life. But that show, I feel, evokes emotion, and it's such a shitty, insane show. My last thing to say about it is episode 8, they genuinely booked the time slots to air it 8 times in a row. Like they just showed the same episode eight fucking times.
All right.
Why? I don't fucking know. They wanted to spend 8 times as much money on the time slot.
I'm pretty sure it's a gag reference to Haruhi season 2.
Yeah, exactly.
The endless 8 stuff.
Yeah, people were talking about that in my first Reddit post. I was like, oh, I don't want people to hate me, so I just commented like,
Wait,
oh yeah,
you made a
or the
post on
cornflakes.
Reddit? This is huge.
Yeah, right? I know, because I don't post on Reddit. I know.
What'd you do?
Oh,
And I
time to go find
I
it.
didn't
What'd you
get
do?
downvoted.
Were
I
you
didn't
in
get downvoted.
anime with no context?
No, it was the anime review. It was in r/anime, and it was the anime review. And I'm like, oh hey, I didn't get downvoted, so I like this community. I'm good. I'm happy.
Dude, you should.
It's not like Free Folk, which would like fucking tear you apart. Free Folk is vicious as shit. Those guys are goddamn.
Dude, like, holy shit. So
Mark.
personally, I won't watch the show. There's nothing against the show,
No, that's fine.
but there's everything against the show at the same time. Like
It's
one
not
day
for
I'll
everyone.
watch it, and I think, like you said, with people, I think I would enjoy it more.
Yeah.
But watching by myself is not. Mm-mm.
No, I don't blame you.
So yeah. So are we
That's
all
what I'm
watching
wrong.
Kokoko?
Yes, but I am
Yes.
like 4 episodes behind.
What a fucking
4
show.
episodes.
Come on.
I'd make it a point
no.
to catch up to that show.
I'm not that.
I'm making
far
a point to watch it every
Ah,
Sunday.
that's boring.
I think you just need to be in stasis and watch it.
Yeah, Nick. Just
You're not wrong, but
Stop
I'm
time right
3
now.
episodes behind.
Yeah, it's like freeze time around you and just watch it. Go ahead.
Since freezing time around you totally doesn't stop
Yeah,
the TV.
bleed into one of your figures. Yep. You know, find a rock.
I thought I had a rock lying around.
You said you had it's a dagger.
Yeah, he has a sacrificial dagger just hanging around.
Yes.
So
No, you cut yourself last time, remember?
Fuck you.
Yeah.
You're right. I did.
Oh.
It tricks me. It wants blood. It tricked me.
Demon blade.
if
Fuck.
for me with Kokoku, I think like I can see why some people are starting not to like it, but it's more
Yeah.
of like I want to say it's a pacing issue now, even though the pacing was so good for so long.
For
I think
sure,
like
right
these
now, yeah.
last few episodes are pretty slow, and it's kind of bound to happen. Like I can't expect it to be good throughout the whole fucking show.
It
And-
shifted so like abruptly for me. I was like,
Yeah.
oh, okay.
And then when you hear what the main villain wants to do with this ability, you're like you're like the main character thinking in the same head, like, why don't you just give it to him? Whatever, I don't care. Like, how's that affecting me?
Uh-huh.
Because that's literally the issue. Like, why is the main villain have such a minuscule goal that it's not affecting anyone?
So
I'm waiting
I
for it.
feel weird now.
Oh shit, my spoiler.
That wasn't too much.
No.
right?
I'm caught up for a lot. Like no, where I left off, he revealed the. This
Yeah,
is
yeah.
what I want to do with it. I want to.
So,
basically, he
yeah,
wants
Yeah, you're on
fake
the
immortality
episode.
to research the world.
You're on the episode where
He's turning into it.
Yeah. He gets confronted by the minions.
He's reaching his final form.
Please.
Wakanda forever. I talked to the business about that, and we were talking about how that's becoming the fucking thing to do now.
Yeah, I forgot who I was
Just
dapping
like-
up one day when we were leaving like the mall or something. I was just like,
It's like
like fuck it,
red or
Wakanda
left.
forever.
It's the weirdest shit. It's just like yeah, okay. What?
Do it.
Because it's so simple.
Oh,
it's so
God.
simple. That's
It
literally what it is.
is. It is.
So Kokoku, watch it. Like if you haven't watched it,
Yes.
I think it's an experience. I think like it's still one of the best shows of the season.
For sure.
But there are much better. Not much better, like around the same level. If anything, like Kokoku's at least a 7 or 7.5, and then the other
I'd
shows
say
are
it's
an
a
8.
7.5. Yeah, I'd say it's a 7.5.
Okay.
7.33 currently on my anime list.
Really? Wow.
With
Maybe it dropped because of the last couple episodes if they're that bad.
Can somebody push Darling in the Franxx up by 0.01, please?
Why? What's it at?
It says 7.99.
7.99.
Oh,
Oh
that's
my god.
all right. Where is it? We're talking about the anime chart. Or
My
mine,
anime list.
My anime list.
I'm gonna vote on that
I
shit
don't-
right now.
Yeah, I don't.
I don't update my lists. That's my
Yeah.
problem.
So before we transition to another thing, I do want to mention with Kokoku, I think it has one of the best openings and endings right now. And I still somehow, even though we're on episode 9 or whatever, I have yet to skip an opening or ending.
They're both so good.
That's crazy.
Yes.
They're both so fucking good.
I haven't felt this way about an opening since like Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood 1. Like
Really?
that opening I never skipped ever. And I never will. If somebody were to put it on and like I had to go somewhere really quick and then like it's on, it's like, all right, I gotta sit here and watch it. I can't leave. And if they put a 10-hour
That
loop,
would
I'm
be
fucked.
disrespectful.
But yeah, that show, one of the best openings and endings. And to transition to another show that has really good opening and endings, Darling in the Franxx.
Yep.
What's up with
So-
all these endings? What is going
Yeah,
on?
I was gonna talk about the endings. 'Cause my brother was like, "Oh, I don't like the ending to Darling in the Franxx," and I
I don't like
looked
your
at
brother.
it after I smacked him
Is
unconscious.
it the youngest one?
Yes, the youngest one. He's fucking retarded. I'm sorry.
I'll be there in May.
Yeah, no, smack him. Like honestly, I'm like, dude, no, because he's such a little memey little piece of shit.
I wonder where you
He's
got
not
it from.
Christian. He is Christian.
I wonder where you got it from.
Like he's an 11-year-old or 12-year-old version of Christian. I shit you not. It's fucking horrible. Tilla. Yeah, imagine that. Imagine having Christian as your brother. Imagine being Billy but not retarded. Anyway. So this shit is fucking amazing. I loved the outro one, and it was just great for the very first one. I thought that was really cool, like seeing them as modern kids. Like I love that art style and that dynamic. And then the second one, I didn't know I needed to see them in like 1920s like flapper dresses until I saw that outro, and I'm like, this is what I needed.
And then you see the beach one, and then you see the other one.
Mm.
And there's like, why is there so many endings? I'm not against it. I'm totally for it. But it reminds me a lot of the My Hero ending for season 2, the first one
Yes.
with the girls part.
Yeah,
Yeah.
where it's all the females. Like
Yeah,
this,
exactly.
like,
Doing all these
it-
cute
the-
things. Yeah, like
Yeah.
that's literally what I thought when I first saw it.
yeah. So,
yeah.
on to Darling in the Franxx. Unless anyone else wanted to talk about the intros, outros.
Go listen to the intro on Spotify, right, Mark?
You know what impresses me?
Yeah.
Like Loha is the one here who probably admits the most he doesn't listen to the intros, outros. He still had that shit ready, and that goes to show how good that is. Like,
Yeah.
I think that's
Literally the
pretty
only
fucking
song
impressive.
I've like searched for
yeah.
to listen to on Spotify.
Yeah, 'cause he doesn't do that shit. So
He
really
listens to
go-
music
go take that,
avidly.
Yeah, yeah but
Just
not
not
anime
anime
music. Yeah.
Mm-mm. No.
No,
That's
no,
on my
no. So, Darling in the Franxx.
Darling in the Franxx.
I'm surprised that they didn't do the normal trigger thing where, okay, here's episode 8, and we're gonna flip everything up inside its head. That surprised me.
Mm-hmm.
Another thing that I'm really glad about is you have. So my brother was like, "Yeah, Ichigo, she's Rem, right?" And I'm like,
No.
"I'm gonna fucking punch you. Don't you ever take
Who
her?
fucking said
goddamn-
that?
Don't my little brother." And I'm like, "Don't you ever take." the
Do
name
they
of
watch
our
this?
girl and
Ichigo's voice actor.
Do
is
your
actually-
brothers watch this?
My youngest one. Yeah, my youngest brother does.
So
My-
that
my
one
younger
watches
brother's
this.
looking at it.
This is the
Yeah.
one
That one.
that is you're talking about right now.
Yeah.
Listen
Yeah,
here, you little
Andrew.
shit. All right, you need to fix your shit. Get a better taste in anime girls. I swear to God. Mate.
It's great because
No,
he
but seriously.
he legitimately watches. They watch a podcast, and like they brought this up during dinner with my family and my sister's friend because it was her birthday. It's like, yeah, we watch your podcast. You drink a lot on that. I'm like, thanks for bringing that up while we're in the bar, asshole. And then the second part was, yeah, fuck you. I've gotten like 7 episodes. I've gotten 7 episodes of that drinking, and they're just like, but the one we watched is like 50 something. Like, fuck you. Jesus.
You will be pretty
So they
drunk
watch it.
when we go to Anime Boston.
Surprise, surprise. I was actually going to save that as an outro thing. But yeah, we're going to be hitting up an Anime Boston.
BAYOG in
So-
Anime Boston. It's lit, fam. Swag, swag,
Yeah,
swag.
if you're in the Northeast, come check our booth out at
Yeah.
Insert, you know, dub
Yeah,
here.
we'll be here.
at booth.
As in, like here. No, I'm just kidding. We'll
Through the
be there.
magic of editing.
Yeah. 80 over this in, so I'm saying the correct booth number, guys.
That was a lot of work.
Oh, yeah. Stop doing that.
That was
Imagination.
This is way too much.
Please,
Way too
Mindy,
much.
don't make a gif of that, please. I know you
Oh,
will,
movie.
and
It's
it
gonna
triggers
happen.
me. Don't
It's
do
not-
it. Please
Already
don't.
happening.
Ugh,
Yes. Our imagination aisle.
holy shit.
But Anime Boston. That's gonna be fun.
Yeah, so Darling in the Franks, we're done with that.
Unless anyone else had anything. I do see.
Oh wait,
the
I do have something to
comparisons,
say,
I'm
but
glad
I can
that.
wait.
I have one thing to say about Darling Franks. It's my favorite this season.
Is it really?
Yes.
Gets his
Good.
pain
Number one
lit.
season.
I approve. Good.
What do you think of what was it called? Triangle Bomb? Is that what it's called?
Yo, that was the best
Guru
episode.
Camp.
Oh,
Oh,
man,
That
Triangle
was
Bomb.
the best episode.
Yeah.
There's
So-
never been like a more like to the point and like exactly
what it
as you
was.
want it to go episode
Yeah.
in any
Yeah.
anime.
That made my day because I'm like that's the shit we yell about all the time. Maybe that is the twist that Trigger put out post episode 8 is, hey, look at that, guys. Our protagonists are pants on head. retarded.
I was screaming at the TV. I was like, they better not kill my friend here. This is
Dude,
my friend.
no,
I don't want
look-
him to die. Don't you kill him.
I was watching the beginning of the episode. It's like, dude, you're planting a giant death flag for yourself. Don't do this.
All last episode was a giant death flag.
If we know
Like,
Trigger, we
everything
know when
in
someone's
last
gonna
episode-
die.
Yeah, I'm on the
I
note
hope
of
people don't
medics.
die in this. Like, I would hate to see these people die because I've become attached to these characters.
Yeah, and I feel like it's tragic because I think the point of them is to die. Like, quite frankly,
Oh,
Wow.
God.
quite frankly.
Wow.
I
Get me out, please.
oh, what the fuck? Everybody got poisoned over the weekend. What happened? Jesus Christ.
I came back from Vegas. That's
Bad
what
one,
fucking
Kenny.
happened.
All right.
For no
I'll
reason.
take the blame because it's
Yeah,
what I do.
I just want a gif of whatever the hell Mark was doing earlier about planting because I muted to avoid spoilers. Like,
No.
you were just like, I was like, what the fuck is that?
Oh
So-
no! It's just the death flag. No. I mean, you saw last episode.
I haven't seen anything. I'm
Oh,
not past 7.
Episode 8 was good because you think
Episode
to
8
yourself,
episode.
everyone is going to fucking die.
My brain was like 7 is like a filler because it's like a beach episode or whatever the fuck. so I'm just
No,
like,
it was
whatever.
really
It
good.
wasn't. It
Oh,
wasn't.
It was not.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
should've watched
Listen,
it.
Okay.
shh. Fan
talk about
service.
it.
That's why. So I was like, I'm just gonna take a break, and I didn't have time
Yeah,
to watch
fair
it
enough.
anyway. So shut the fuck up.
It wasn't
I
that
wanna
fan
I want to talk
service.
about 7 real quick.
It's just things I assume. Oh my god! Ah!
No, because I want to hear what Mark's saying because I think it's the
Uh,
same thing I'm about to say.
Mother's Basement did a video on world building and how like some shows are like exceptionally good at it. Episode 7, even though it was a beach episode, like the stereotypical anime beach episode, it did way more world building than like a handful of the episodes before.
Yes.
Because like you assume like the world's like it could be a different world or something. They're just like living on these plantations. but then you see the ruins, and it's like, oh my god, this is the world.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's not like I skipped it. I just held off on it because I knew like this wasn't. at
No,
the
it was
time.
it was
It's
a good
fine.
episode.
It's
Yeah.
fine.
It was
It's
good.
understandable.
It was excellent world building for 7.
I want what's her face to read that goddamn book.
Oh yeah. Read the book.
It's just like I'm just waiting for the just the what.
All right. So I do want to say that.
Are you laughing at me or the the chat?
I wanted to ask this question to you guys, and this is like an important question. All right, is everyone ready and prepared for this?
Okay.
Did Kim Kardashian make anime cool again?
Oh my god, here we go.
So I think in the same vein that you're going to go out, you could go to all right, this is gonna sound mildly racist. You could go out to fucking like Harlem or Oakland, and you'll see people making comic book references because, like we were doing earlier, they'll be like Wakanda Forever. Like Michael B. Jordan is genuinely just the fucking a huge component of that, and then that coupled with people remembering Kanye is an anime fan, and then Kim Kardashian doing this shit, it's Tilla hit the nail on the head. It's mainstream now, just like comic books. Like 20 years ago when we were growing up, it was kind of becoming more popular to be into comic books and anime and Pokemon. And I was laughing because my senior BA wanted to go on Wikipedia and rename this generation the Pokemon generation. But yeah, I think that it's not that Kim Kardashian made it cool. To say that is a disservice to the progression that
Oh yeah, it's not cool.
anime fans
I just
have-
wanted to see what any of you guys said about it, because me personally, I think it's like kind of a slap in the face that people thought that was the case. Like, oh yeah, Kim Kardashian
It's-
brought it back.
it's
not-
It never
it's
went
like
anywhere.
this, yeah.
You know what she did? She made it possible for people to drop their windows down, tops down if they have a convertible, blasting weed music and not be ashamed of it.
I guess, yeah, that's fair.
You're such a piece of shit.
So-
Connor.
I think for me, the cool thing about it was, all right, yeah, she thought, oh yeah, I like anime, so I dyed my hair pink. But then when she posted, I dyed my hair for this person that she liked, which was 02, I thought that was cool.
Yes.
We're talking about something that's seasonal, that's new. This is like
Yeah.
not something that's been sitting there forever.
I think,
So,
what
I'm
is
not
it
sure
she
if
said?
Kanye
Something
was just like watching some fucking mech shit, and then like she walks by and she's like, "Ooh, look at that pink hair," or she actually sat there and watched it with him or something. I don't know. We don't know the full story, but I just
Doesn't
think it's kinda
Kanye
cool.
have like a 5 foot tall Zaku?
Bear?
He's a gunpla. Yeah, he's a massive gunpla. Yeah, he is a massive one. I don't know if it's like life size, like person size. I should say life size. I meant like a human size, but
I know it's large.
He's
I know
like-
it's like
yeah. Turns out
It's like
Kanye,
4,
turns out Kanye
5.
has a fucking working Zaku. No, but no. In all seriousness, I think that it's nerd culture is becoming popular, and
Yeah.
it's accepted.
I feel like it's
it's
already
not-
it's been popular.
Yeah.
It's been
Yeah.
popular for so long.
But it's anime has been, I think, that final frontier. I think it's.
I
been-
felt that way when
that
I started
last bit.
seeing like manga all over Hot Topic and Newberry Comics.
Oh yeah,
Like,
yeah. That was.
That's
another-
why I was just like, okay, it's acceptable now. Like-
it's also acceptable when you walk into like a Barnes and Noble.
Yeah, there's
and
a
they don't
bunch of
just have
manga
one
now.
shelf. It's like 4 shelves,
It's
5
a, yeah,
shelves.
it's a row.
We had
It's
one.
an app,
yeah,
it's a
We had
section.
one shelf, and it turned into a whole catalog of manga.
Yeah, you remember? What was it? Was it Borders on the first floor of Province Place Bowl?
Yes.
Yeah, was it Borders? Yeah, I remember that shit. And it was like that tiny shelf in a fucking corner, over
Right next to
somewhere.
the anime that was like this
Yeah.
much of
Yeah,
anime.
it was like my paint rack, and that was it.
It was literally just Bleach, Naruto, and like
Yeah,
super
it was like-
popular shit.
They had like one or two random things, but it sucked if you got into it because it's like, nah, dude, we're not ordering any more of that shit. I don't know where the fuck we got that from. And you're like, oh, well, I guess that was a good ride while I had the chance to experience it. And then like 15 years later, you find out that there's like another 300 chapters, and you're like,
Yeah, I think like it's just anime is where it's been. got a little bit of exposure from some famous person that does silly things, that does nothing actually and gets paid. But it's nice to know that now other people know that anime is a thing, because some people absolutely don't know what it is or don't give a shit to care about it. So cool. Leave it
Hopefully
at
this means that we'll actually get some good Hollywood adaptations of anime.
Yeah.
that. Or some more anime costumes in Halloween.
True.
So
I know it's something
It's
small,
funny.
but it's a small wins, you know.
yeah. No. It's funny you mentioned stuff like that because it's I know fan fiction was like one of those things that especially was kind of looked down upon as, wow, that's fucking weird. You're into some weird shit. It's not all like romantic shit, but like this crossover stuff. Like I remember I was talking with people, and then I heard another group of individuals talking about fan fiction, and I'm like, oh fuck, well these people are about to get the shit flamed out of them. This is in Vegas, and it's like, no, I'm telling you that Game of Thrones Titanfall fan fiction was amazing, and like these people who looked like they were gonna just immediately walk over like, huh, or like snicker behind their back, are like, yo, that shit sounds awesome. And I was like, what the fuck? So it's shit like that where it's like people will talk about a fantasy novel that turned into a TV show, but still mixed with like a sci-fi first-person shooter game being thrown together, and people will like random strangers in the middle of Vegas. It's not like an anime convention. It's not a gaming convention. It's like the real world in the middle of fucking nowhere. Well, not the middle of nowhere, but in the middle of like where normal humans will congregate. It's like, holy shit. Y'all just had a fucking conversation about robots shitting on knights and squires and shit.
So, and that's like kind of environment, right? Like I feel like certain states / areas and states are like just everyone's into certain niche things. As much as like in Rhode Island, there's like a subgroup that likes it kind of. There's like, in Florida, you guys probably have the same issue. But then at the same time, you guys have a place called Super Saiyan. I don't know. Like, so, but I'm just saying, like, that's probably a thing.
Yeah.
But what you're saying is absolutely correct. That is pretty cool to walk into a conversation like that. And
I looked it up, by the way. It is actually like I spent like an hour and a half, 2 hours reading it. I'm like, huh, this is actually really good.
And then you finish it, and you're like, whoa.
Yeah, it stops. I'm like, fuck, no!
I have to wait till next week! Or whoever, whenever
like,
they
the guy
update.
he did it all in like October. He updated it in January for like real German. And then like he stopped. And I'm like,
Feels bad, man.
yeah, it's like,
So, the one show I want to talk about, because I think it's the only show I'm watching by myself, Mindy's watching it too, is Junji the Collection. I want to say, this show, from like the first half of the season, was like spot on. There was like a few episodes that were like kind of rough and I wasn't like too much of a fan of, but there was some like really good gems and some stories that made you like, it was just very chilling and creepy and it was great. Now, the recent episode that came out made up for a lot of lacking production quality in the last 2 episodes. They're like, on Reddit, they were just flaming the shit out of this show because the quality was so bad. But in the last episode, I swear to God, they must have put like all the budget into the newest episode because it was the grossest episode, and it was just like ridiculously gross to the point where the people I was watching with almost threw up. One being like a girl who's, you know, she might do that anyways, and the other being a guy that's one of my friends. I'm not saying because she's a girl she's gonna throw up.
What that means? He said one being a girl and she might do that
I
anyway.
knew this wasn't gonna work out. I knew this wasn't gonna work out.
Anorexic?
I knew this wasn't gonna work
Holy
out.
shit.
Let me finish what I'm
Mark,
saying.
did you see that?
I'm not being sexist.
Did you see that? Did you see that? Fuck me.
I knew
the
this was
article
gonna end
for
this way.
r/ totally not a robot, and it's
No,
like this person
Because-
commented. It's like, yeah, I laugh and I vomit sometimes, and it's
Look.
like, what? And then someone else is like, oh yeah, you know when you go to people school, and it's like, Well, like in the same
What?
thread, it was like random. It's like, is this someone trolling for our totally not a robot?
Yes.
All right, look. I am saying that there's two people with me watching it. I already know how the story ends, so I knew it was gonna be gross. Like 100%. I knew the show was gonna be gross, and it still affected me. And then the other
So-
two people I was watching with, they both were about to throw up. It was like gross. And
Summarize it in 5 words, like 5 random words. Keyword it.
all right, drinking grease, pimples, burst
Burst.
on someone.
Burst.
That's 6.
Come on, bro.
On someone?
Yes. As in, like, all of the pimples on their face. They walked up, knocked someone down, and then went like this. Yeah, it was gross. It was so gross. It was so gross.
Ugh.
Mark.
I just couldn't listen to that.
It's so bad. I'm sorry. I wanted you guys to understand how gross it was, because it was fucking gross. But it was like
That's
the
fine.
best episode that came out in like the last 3 weeks. So for them to dip in quality the way it did with the previous episodes, and then bump it up on that last episode, was just like, well, shit, it's understandable. I'm not mad. But I like the show a lot. I'm not sure how many more stories that we can tell that he's written so far, to the point where he can make another season. But if we got another season, I'm pretty sure the anime community would still welcome it, because it still is probably the best horror animes we've seen in the last few years.
That's good. I think it was Another was like the best horror one I saw for a while, and that one I didn't take seriously because it was such a joke. Like I've seen so many memes and vines because it was back when Vine was the thing, back in the day of it. And I thought it was like a comedy anime, and it's like, oh no, is this serious? Like, when's it gonna get fun? It was like the inverse of School Days, where I'm thinking, oh, this is a sweet story, and then oh fuck me, no, it's not. I thought like, well, yeah, I thought, hey, this is a funny story because they're trying to be edgy and whatnot. It'll be funny later, and it's like, oh no, this is horrifying. Everyone dies for real. Like this is all real. Like the plot that there's like a killer ghost curse. It's like, oh no, that's real. There's a killer ghost curse. I can't say ghost. I keep trying to say curse.
It's too spooky.
There's a killer ghost curse.
Curse.
Yeah, I'm mixing ghost curse together. Curse.
Curse.
It's a curse.
Oh.
It's a curse. All right. Nick strokes aside.
What?
It was
Nick strokes?
Yeah, like I'm having a stroke, but
Oh,
not.
okay. I thought you told
I'm
me.
Yeah,
not
like-
having a stroke.
No, not that kind. No.
Hold the door. I don't know
Oh
the
my
Game of Thrones
god.
references for me.
Anyways, who the fuck? Are
Holy shit. Get me out of here.
Anyway, Junji Ito, I feel is great, and I can't wait to watch it and force my brother to watch it and cry like a little girl.
Just show him that first episode, that one episode I just talked
No,
about.
so he refused to watch it. Like he's like, it's funny because he's big. Like he's getting to be a grown adult now. He's 13, almost 14.
Grown
he's
adult
big.
equals 13.
Yeah, physically. But he's like a big dude, and he's just like, no. He's like scrambling off the couch to get away, and I'm like, that's so funny because it's like he had the same reaction. He was like 3. It's like 10 years later, he still got the same fucking reaction. It's adorable. Yeah, 100 years ago. But no, Junji Ito sounds like a really good thing. It sounds like everything we expected it to be, and I'm glad for that. It sounds like people went into that knowing what to expect. They came out of it not disappointed, not surprised, but exactly what they thought.
Yep. Shit's good.
Yeah.
I said it. Shit's good.
Mm-hmm.
So watch it. Because I said it.
Yeah.
Bam.
I expected you to
Mic
say
drop.
sket in that one, to be honest.
Nah, dude.
But
I
I
don't
would've
do
said
that.
I'm so grateful.
Yep. So anything you guys are watching that we haven't talked about yet?
Me.
What you watching?
What are you?
Citrus.
We're watching Mark.
Wait,
Huh.
what did you say?
Citrus. Is anyone else watching Citrus?
Oh, yeah,
Oh,
you're
you
still
watching
watching that.
No.
It's
Sexual
I
assault.
put it on hold at 3 because I
Word.
Same.
couldn't get past the sexual assault
I
But
didn't
then I
even watch
decided
it.
I'll catch up because I know it's good. I ended up like watching.
know.
So this is coming from me. This is garbage. You're quantifying what here's how you quantify it the other day. Hey, Citrus is pretty good if you can get past the sexual assault.
No, but like when you look past that and look at the characters
when you-
themselves, these are some of the best characters. Some great depth to these characters. And you know what? The latest episode 10, literally in the discussion thread on Reddit, someone said we've entered the Twilight Zone and then linked an image of a bar graph that counted all acts of sexual assault, bath scenes, and consensual advances. Literally, episode 10 is at 0 for all 3. It's decreased from the first
10
episode.
episodes. It took 10 episodes for them to think, hey, we can tone down the sexual assault to nothing. It took 10 episodes for them to get to that point. It took 10 episodes.
The shit got serious. And it was worth the ride, in my opinion.
That's such a fucking mountain of garbage. I'm sorry, Mark. Like, I admit, I like shit like Hajime no Gal and garbage like that. That's like my go-to. Like, I admit, I've watched garbage and I've stuck through the garbage. But you're not doing it at any service.
Mark was 100%.
No, but really, it's not garbage because people who have read the manga have all like given it like high marks for being really good, for having some really deep characters.
You know what? I'm not gonna.
Dude, wait, this graph makes me want to watch it. Actually,
I mean, like Nick, if you want to give me shit about it,
no, I'm not. No, yeah, because
and then you'll see, like, man, these characters are something else.
No, yeah,
because
but
we
actually,
made the same statements about Made in Abyss, and that motherfucker shit on everything. So I cannot doubt you. That's what I was gonna say is because of Made in Abyss, I can't be doubting you on this stuff.
Yeah.
I'll give you that.
Like I'm a really
You
big
should've
sucker
linked
for
it.
really good characters. Yeah, it's in the Twitch chat.
Yeah, I just checked it.
I'm a big sucker for good characters. Like the story can be utter trash, but the characters can be like the best characters ever.
but the story's not trash.
That's a 1. Okay.
Yeah.
There was 3 instances of sexual assault in the first fucking episode.
Yeah, why do you think I stopped at episode 2 when I saw so much of it?
Jesus Christ!
That's why I'm just like, maybe I will watch it some more. I don't know.
The 3 episode tested that.
Well, it sunk down to 1, and it stayed steady at 1 until episode 7. But episode 7 was a different case because of a third party in the being introduced.
It doesn't excuse the sexual assault.
Nope.
It makes it worse. It was done by a third party.
Listen, Nick.
And no, it doesn't make it better because that character was a complete bitch.
We don't know about your instances of sexual assault.
But like when,
You know what?
like I said, when you get past it, like they're using it as shock factor. But outside of the shock factor, you got some quality.
I wish you didn't tell me that because I'd have given it that shot if it wasn't just for shock factor. If it was like for
I mean,
this
it does
is
serve a purpose too because it's
okay.
there's some like underlying meaning to all the sexual assault.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
also
Is it sexual assault?
value.
No. It's like
Is the underlying
it's
value
like-
of sexual assault is bad?
it's like cry for help, to be honest. Almost.
Okay.
It was that in the beginning, but it started becoming
Yeah,
more of
shut up. You shut up.
I actually want this, but I
Shut
don't know how to handle this.
You shut up. That's exactly what it means. Wait.
Here's the flow chart.
No.
Do you want this? Yes. Should you sexually assault them? No. And just always just no.
That's what Nick decides every time he walks into the bar.
I want
It's
this,
like,
but I
yeah,
don't
it's
know
like, do
how
I
to
want
handle
this?
this.
Yes. Should I sexually assault them? No. Like I was taught that was a fairly simple fucking train of thought.
No, like the whole like I want this, but I don't know how to handle this is because neither of them know how to handle their emotions because 1, they're stepsisters, and 2, they're both female,
Okay.
both of which are taboo at the time.
I mean, they're taboo now.
Still taboo now, but still.
I mean, no, it's not.
So put a pin in this because there's a conversation point I need to bring up offline with you about this topic. About my flow chart.
I can't
Okay.
physically put a pin into it.
I don't have a pin on me.
I think
Yeah.
it adds to the views.
I got a clip thingy with this. It's
That's
not
my
a thing.
shit.
So
Dude, that is so dangerous.
what other shows are we watching? Because
Actually,
I
that's
dropped
fucking-
everything else.
Is
You
anyone else
dropped
watching How to Keep a Mummy?
everything else.
I
I,
decided
No.
Violet Evergarden is going to wait until I could watch it in full on Netflix. Why? Because I hate pirating and I hate everything about it. I hate the process. I hate the feeling I get after I do it. And I hate that I can't sleep at night. Not
know-
from the pirate, but because I just can't sleep.
You know, for me, I
You're
personally feel
shit
like
at sleeping.
I kind of just want to, like, after Netflix releases it, just go and pirate it and watch it there.
So,
Just to say fuck you to Netflix
out
for
of spite, when
not simulcasting it.
Little Witch Academia came out, I didn't watch that shit. You know why? Because they decided to take one core and release it instead of the 2 cores when it was already done.
Yeah.
So that really pissed me off. So I have yet to watch it as much as I really want to. I got a spite. I'm like, fuck you,
Netflix really needs to learn that it's not that they have the series, it's that it needs to be simulcast.
Yes.
Otherwise, people will just go and pirate it anyways.
But they did simulcast in like the UK and shit.
Yeah, they did.
Not
Just
us.
not here because apparently the U.S. is a binge-watching society.
Fuck them.
Fuck them all.
See this Netflix? This is me terminating any partnership ever coming in our future. But just slide in the DMs. I'll forgive you. So,
And simulcast in the U.S.
please send Pocky.
Send that, please.
Alrighty.
Fried chicken.
So I think
Whoa!
we're all good. You know? Of all the times for me not to make the Wakanda Forever joke, I'm glad that was the time not to do it. Like I was just like,
Mark, please.
Mark has lost his shit. I think he broke Mark.
He needs to
I
find
break
it.
Mark at least like once every 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Every
That's
other
what
pod, I was
he
gonna say every other
wants
podcast. So I'm good. Are you guys good
Good with what?
with what we've reviewed?
I have some more.
I have.
I thought you said you were done.
Nope.
I have like one more.
So I haven't talked about A Place Further Than the Universe, at least in detail. Yuru Camp, it's on hold. I will
Same.
get back to it eventually.
That's like Puton's baby. He just keeps.
Yeah, and I
talking
don't
about
think
it
it's
forever.
like that amazing.
Hi-
But
hi- His icon in Discord is one of the characters.
Yeah.
yep. Slow Start was also good,
think.
but it was a slow start. So
I heard that's. I see the memes. That looks really funny.
it's funny.
Same.
It's funny, but is it worth you watching right now? Not really. I just started getting back into Ancient Magus Bride yesterday, so I could see
I
that
gotta
the
do that.
story is actually decent. Gar the Vanishing Line, holy shit, show's good. Watch that
Fuck,
shit.
good action, motherfuckers. I'm still action. I love it.
Black Clover's
The
still bad.
intro is bad. Is it really? My brothers seem to think it's not bad.
Read the manga.
Okay.
Come back to
I
me.
mean, there's,
Okay.
you can say that about a lot of things.
Not to read the manga instead? Or that my brothers watch it, or...
So,
confused.
A Place Further Than the Universe is still one of the best shows of the season, in my opinion. I think that's what my Saturday post is going to be about. I'm still figuring out what it is, but I'm going to write about it because I fucking love this show. It's the one thing I look forward to on Tuesday nights. Yesterday, I didn't watch it because I shoveled, but it is still one of the best shows out there.
It was almost 80 degrees outside for me.
So,
Yeah.
do you guys have anything else to say about anime?
How to be a mummy? Not how to be a mummy.
Yeah.
How to keep a mummy is the cutest shit ever. That's about
That
it.
would be a
It's top notch. Can confirm.
I see the
Makes me
memes.
wanna
It
pet.
looks adorable.
It makes me want to pet so bad.
Bro.
Yeah, I'm trying to convince. Trying to convince Phil to let me steal his dog, his corgi. I've already gotten his wife to agree to letting me steal their poodle, so I just have to like work my way down to what I can steal from them.
Downtown.
Yep.
Yeah.
Studio Peria.
So next
One
Next
day,
week.
Tilla, one day.
I didn't say this to the group yet, but next week, first impressions of the next season. So we're gonna pick them apart and see what's good. There's a bunch of sequels. Holy shit, way too many sequels.
Oh yeah.
Like
And we thought last year was the fucking year of sequels. Jesus.
yeah, we got a bunch of sequels in one season. Also, talk about My Hero and how it's gonna have 25 episodes. What?
Dude, really?
Go
Yeah,
ahead and
25
read Kenny's,
episodes.
article
It's
on
gonna
that
have
shit.
the two best
Oh, yeah,
arcs
right.
of the show. Not show, the manga so far. Actually, 2 out of 3 of the best arcs. Yep. The third one just happened in the manga, so you got some time. But yeah, next week we're gonna be talking about that shit, and next few weeks after that, got Anime Boston, and I'm gonna be at PAX as well. Yeah, we're gonna be busy.
Me too.
Word. So thank you so much for tuning in to the Black and Yellow Otaku Games podcast. This is a short one, but it was still a wonderful time. Hopefully you enjoyed, and hopefully you're subscribed to all the cool things and hanging out with us on a weekly basis. We are on iTunes, SoundCloud, Twitch, YouTube, Google Play, all the good shit. So tune in weekly. Okay, goodbye.
Later.
Later.